This is Luna. I told you I would stop in. Well, I don't know. Maybe y'all got a message that I would stop in and say hello to everyone. Things here are doing pretty good. We're surviving. It's not so bad out here, but no, we're really enjoying being out here. And we'll be back out there tomorrow because that's what we do. But I know my daughter has been posting some things up for y'all and leaving messages for y'all every day. I was checking those out once I got back to where I had reception. So, I appreciate her doing that. I'm surprised we're actually getting photos, but we got a little secret to that, how she's getting all these pictures. But man, the pictures are not doing this hike justice at all. I mean, the pictures are cool, but it's, to see it in a picture, but to be out there and see it, it's totally different. Right now, we are currently in a little town about 20 minutes from Harts Pass. We're down here in a place called Mazama. I think that's how you say it, Mazama. It's just a little, it's not a big town, but we come down here. I was on the search looking for some Leukotape. Well, I couldn't find it. Even though they had a little outdoor shop here, I couldn't find any. So I ended up going to the drugstore and getting some moleskin. Yeah, these shoes. My first blister ever. So I had to get something to take care of that, but that'll be fine. Now, I don't know where everybody's at. I ain't seen anybody. We got back to the RV. I don't even know what time it was. It wasn't late when we got back. Oh, there's Skunk Ape. What's going on, Skunk Ape? It's going good. It's going really good. We're having a lot of fun out here. I think I'm having more fun on this hike than I did last year. Maybe it's because I ain't by myself. I don't know. But it's good to see you all. I hope y'all are doing good. I have been missing everybody. But we're just out here, in the woods, doing what we do. And Skunk Ape's just chilling. There's Lady G. What's going on, Lady G? Well, thank you. I've had this avatar for a while. I just ain't never pulled it out and used it. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on around YouTube. A lot of drama, probably. Probably a lot of the same old, same old. So I'm probably not missing anything by not being around. It seems like it's just, things on YouTube don't ever change. It just, it's just it just never changes. It don't matter how long you're gone or what you're doing, you come back and it's just a whole lot of the same thing. So I'm sure I'm not missing anything by not being around. But I hope you all are doing well. Like I said, we're doing good. You're not missing nothing. I'm watching Ziggy have a meltdown. Yeah, I seen that. I seen White Boy Radio put up a video. I was watching that and I was like, oh my gosh. They don't ever change. Same story, different target for week to week. Yeah. It doesn't ever change. It's just like a repetitive cycle. You just, you're in your mind, something's gonna pop off, but you're thinking, okay, who's it gonna be this week? Who's the talk of the week gonna be? And then you just have to wait it out. That's the one I'm watching. Yeah, that's the one I watched. I'm just gonna say it. I was over here freaking dying. I was laughing so damn hard I was crying. Transplanted a cactus. Now I got thorn. Oh shit. Well, you're gonna have fun getting all them thorns out of your hand. God. Yeah, Lady G, I did. I sat there and I was watching that, and I was literally laughing my ass off the whole freaking time I was watching it. I was like, she can be dramatic anyway. I mean, I ain't watched Ziggy in freaking forever, but yeah, she can be very dramatic. But man, she did. She had a complete and total freaking meltdown. But I mean, this is what's getting me. If she lost her channel, I don't think she lost her channel if she still has access to it. I mean, I don't know. Hell, she might have. But I was thinking, Lady G, she has made so much money over time. Let's just call it for what it is. She has made so much money over time, over summer whales. I would love to know an actual money amount that she has made. We're probably talking in the thousands. I mean, in the thousands. It would probably boggle our minds how much money that woman has actually made. Yeah, I haven't watched her in, it's, shoot, a long time. I watched her, let's see. I remember when summer come up, gone. And I watched her for maybe 2 or 3 months after that. And then I just quit watching her. I was like, I just can't, I can't do it anymore. But yeah, she's made dang bank money off that little kid. And it's a sad thing that somebody has to use a baby to make that much freaking money, or to grift money like that off of a child. Yeah, we're having a good time, Lady G. It's just the nights have been so cold, though. That's the thing. I mean, that first night, well, we took off. We got out there. We run into rain. Well, it wasn't heavy rain, but it was light rain. And then that stopped, and then the wind picked up. And it just never quit. But I had to think, we was at a little bit higher elevation. So yeah, I think that first night, it probably got down to 50 or colder. I mean, and the wind, that's what made it feel so dang cold out there. But it's been cold every night that we've been out there. I can't watch Ziggy. She reminds me of Tourette's patient on crack. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, she reminds me of something. I don't know. That's a damn good summary, though, Scup. I might have to agree with you. Then I remember she was catching shit from people for selling some kind of out-of-date makeup or some shit. She was catching hell from people. I remember that. It is hot as hell there. Yeah, I mean, right now, like I said, we're here in this little town. We drove down here. I'm sitting outside this little coffee shop. I don't know where the other 3 went. They took off. They're probably in that store over there is what I'm thinking. And it's about 76 right here, right now. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go in here and get me a coffee, and I'm going to sit right here, and I'm going to freaking get online and go hang out with everybody for a little bit. Hot as hell here too, upper 90s heat index around 115 here in Florida. Oh God, yeah, I'm glad I ain't battling that kind of heat. If it was hot like that here, I damn sure wouldn't be out here doing what I'm doing. I couldn't survive. I'd have bailed after the first day. I'd have been like, no, I'm done. It's too damn hot. But yeah, before y'all showed up, I was talking about my daughter. Well, my kids have took over this channel and the other channel too. They've been posting some pictures and stuff up for y'all. We're just taking y'all right down the trail with us. If I see a good view or something, I'm snapping a picture for y'all. I want y'all to see what I'm seeing out here. But man, I mean, even a picture just doesn't do it any justice as far as seeing it in person. I mean, the pictures turned out great, and I was shocked. But a photo, photos are good, and it's something for me to share with y'all, but seeing it in person just, it's a little bit different. Try to get me a picture of Sasquatch. Oh, gosh. Yeah, we ain't seen anything. We seen some deer the other morning. A lot of birds and damn squirrels, man. We got to watch our shit because they'll come right up to the freaking campsite. So we're just like having to hide all of our stuff. Not that they might pack it off. I have no idea. They might try. I have to check them out. Yeah, my youngest daughter is the one that's handling that for me. So I get pictures and we get them to her. Then she goes on the channels and posts them up, and she'll do a little update for everybody and put our miles, how many miles we done, how many miles remaining. I said, let's just keep it simple and keep everybody in the loop. And that's what she's doing. So in the morning, we will head out again. 6 o'clock in the morning, we're back at it. This is just one of our overnight stops. And we'll have 1.5 days back out there. And then we will be at the RV again for another overnight there at Rainy Pass. And that's a real pretty area through there from what I'm hearing. And then once we leave Rainy Pass, we'll be going into a town called Stehekin. That little town is kind of unusual because you can't drive to it. You either got to walk into it, fly into it, or there's a ferry that'll bring you over. But it's kind of a hot spot here on this trail we're doing. So we'll be there. So yeah, a lot more coming our way. This journey's just beginning. But we're looking forward to it. Yep, Lady G, go check them out. I looked at them, and I was shocked how good they turned out. Because I haven't been able to get online. I mean, hell, out there in the middle of the woods, you ain't getting online. You ain't got no way to. But my friend Anna that's here with me and my grandson. Now, her and her husband made a little investment last year. And we cheated on this one. We only use it like maybe 10 minutes a day. Just long enough to get some pictures out, uploaded and out. And she'll send a message to her husband and whatever. She's got one of them freaking mini Starlinks. And this thing is smaller than a tablet. It blows my mind, but you can have that thing with you out in the woods, no matter where you're at, and you're going to have internet reception. But we've only got a small battery pack, so we can't use it like long term. And I'll get on just long enough to get these photos to my daughter, and then I'm off of it. So if I leave my house, I'm offline. Oh God. You know, I kind of like the break though. I thought I'd miss it at first, but it's really not bothering me that bad. So yeah, I know I'm going to have somebody eventually ask, well, how was you getting all these pictures? So there's the explanation of how these pictures are getting back to my daughter so she can freaking put them on here for everybody. But no, life's good, Lady G. I have no complaints right now. Well, I could bitch about a lot of stuff, but is it going to do you any good? No. I learned that a long time ago. Ain't no point complaining. It's nice to unplug from technology for a while. Oh, yeah, that's true. I will agree. Because it's really not bothering me at all. And I still got a pretty long stretch before I'm even freaking done with this. So AB said today Starlink was messing up for some people today. Well, I don't know. We wasn't even on it today because we was off that trail fairly early. So yeah, there are no photos or nothing that needed to be sent out or nothing. And I already knew I was going to be doing a short one with everybody. And I'm like, well, shoot, there ain't no point using that. I'll just wait until I get in a place where I can go live and I'll sit and visit with everybody. Yeah, if it was messing up today, I don't know nothing about it. Now, I know my friend's husband, he has one that he uses at the RV because of his job. Now, I don't know if he's had any problems with his or not. I'll have to ask him. Because he's remote. He can go anywhere and work. As long as he's got an internet connection, he's good. I'll have to ask him if he had any problems with his this morning. So yeah, now we're just, we're taking advantage of this short little time off the trail. But even when we go back out there in the morning, it's not going to be that bad. Day and a half, that ain't nothing until we see the RV again. I'm like, well, I'm just enjoying the journey as of right now. That's all I'm doing. But my grandson is having a really good time. Because this is his first time ever, doing something like this. So he's definitely enjoying himself. He's just amazed with everything, I think. I'm like, well, you better enjoy it because we ain't doing it again. This is it. Yeah, shoot. I ain't even been on YouTube except for maybe 10 minutes after we got to the RV. I swung through and said hi to Buddy and them. He was live, so I swung through and said hi to them. And I ain't even been around since then. I don't know who's live, who's going live, or nothing. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably not missing nothing by not being around. So I think, Lady G, we've been around long enough. We know how it is. You know, it's just kind of like I said, you could stay gone for a freaking a month and come back, and it'd probably be the same crap over again. Nobody that I watch has been going live much. Well, yeah, that's kind of unusual. But then too, I'm thinking, well, it is summertime. You know, people probably off doing stuff with their families and vacations and whatever. You know, so a lot of people may not be around. This is not a vacation for me. This is just something, I don't consider this a vacation. This is just something I'm out doing that I enjoy. A hobby. This is not a vacation. I'm working on a vacation though. We might go on a vacation. I hope we get to go on a vacation after this is over. Because if I go on this vacation I'm wanting to do, I'll have to take you all along with me. Are you being safe? Yes, up there, Bonkers. What's up, Bonkers? Yes, I'm being safe. Well, I miss you too. I hope you're doing well. I'm just kicking back here talking to Lady G and Skunk Ape and now you, but it's good to see you. It does my heart good to see you, Bonkers. I hope you're doing well. I don't know who else I'm going to see. Why I'm sitting here visiting with everybody. Well, I appreciate that, Bonkers. Like I was telling them, this journey's just starting. We still got a long way to go. But we're just taking our time and enjoying it. That's all we can do. I know I have been thoroughly enjoying it because I'm out in my element doing what I like to do. So yeah, this is not vacation. This is just me out doing something I enjoy doing. But man, if I get to go on this vacation, y'all, like I'm hoping, y'all gonna be shocked what we gonna be doing. And if I do that, that'll be popping off in October. The Turks and cows are beautiful this time of the year. He wants me to go to this place. I don't even know where in the hell it is. We might be going somewhere, but we don't know what we'd even. They probably talk a foreign language, and I couldn't understand what they was saying, and we'd end up freaking starving, and because we couldn't get food. Isn't that down like around Greece or somewhere? I don't even know where this is, where he's talking about. You're pulling me in a wagon. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know if I could pull you in a wagon. I'd try, but I don't know if I could do it. So yeah, I'm trying to line this trip up and make this happen. It's something I've never done before. It's something I've always wanted to do. But like I said, if we get to do this is gonna be cool because I'll be taking y'all with me every step of the way. We'll have a good time. No matter what we're doing, we're gonna have a good time. Bonkers, are you behave yourself? I hope so. I think, they have their moments. They can be good, but then they can have their moments where they just be bad. I don't know. I got to pick on them. I won't get to see them again for a little bit. Once I end this live. Turks and Caicos are off the coast of the Dominican Republic. If you speak Spanish, you'll be fine. Well, I do not speak Spanish, Skunk Ape. So in order for us to go to this place where Skunk Ape is talking about, we are going to have to learn Spanish, or this ain't going to be possible. I don't know any Spanish at all. Off the coast of the Dominican Republic. Okay. Dang, he wants us to go to like the tropical isles or somewhere, where it's warm. Just say taco a lot. Yeah, that'd be about it, bonkers. That would be about it. That'd be about the only thing you could say that they would probably understand. I know one thing, today is passing too quick for me. Tacos and burritos, yeah, that's it. They could understand that, so you would not be starving. And we'd have to figure out, a drink, so you would, I guess you'd be drinking a lot of water. I don't know, we'd have to have, we definitely had to have Spanish lessons before we could do this. Yeah, at least we'd get food. We wouldn't be starving, because they'd know what we'd be saying then. If you say taco and burrito, they are going to understand that. They'll give you something that may not be what you would order off the menu, but they would give you something. Bonkers, I will. Yeah, she's doing, well, I didn't even get to see these posts till I got back to the RV today. But she's doing a good job with them. I told her, let's keep it simple. Let's don't make it complicated. And that's what she's done. She posts the pictures I get to her and does a little write-up and does the mileage thing, and pretty simple, but it's an update. Complaint department closed. That's it, Lady G. Don't even think about there. Don't even think about a complaint, because it would not do you any good. No, you don't drink the water, dear. It gives you, yeah, we don't need to drink the water. Well, crap, we'd have to figure out something else to be drinking then. Now we can't drink the water unless it's bottled water. We might be safe with that. God, it seems like it has been forever since I have done a live. It just seems like I've been away too long. Oh, ain't they, Lady G? You are to see this stuff in person. I mean, these pictures are great, but when you see this stuff in person, it's just mind-boggling, some of this stuff. I'm just like, when you see something like that, it makes you realize really how small you are in this big world. But yeah, I've seen some pretty scenery, and it's just starting. Was there donuts at the RV? Yes, there was, bonkers, and some raspberry zingers, and some nutty bars, and some Reese cups. Man, I made sure we had our treats where we lived. And we'll have to restock before this trip's over, but right now we're good on our sweet treats. But yeah, I got donuts. I got white powdered donuts, chocolate donuts. Yeah, we're good on that. It has been forever. Oh yeah, it has been a long time since I did a live. Let's see. The last time I did a live was it was in May. It was the Monday before I left when I went on my trip, and that was in May. So yeah, it's been a while. I just went and seen them. Well, can I take the community posts and put them Skunk Ape? You know you can. I ain't gonna tell you no. Yeah, the original channel that I started that had way over 100 subscribers, when I had to get a new phone because mine broke. And when I did, I lost access to the original channel I made. So I had to start completely over again. I got 54 subs on this channel, so hey, I'm not going to complain. But yeah, I lost complete access to the whole channel and had to start all over again. I was so mad. Yep, Skunk Ape, you go ahead and do what you want. That's why I'm diabetic at 125 pounds. Got to cut back to. I'm glad I'm not a diabetic. I just, it ain't that I have to have them, but once in a while you just got to have your sweet treats. Oh, there's Sassy. What's going on, Sassy? I have missed you too. I hope you're doing good. You should have had a Ziggy meltdown. No, I didn't have no Ziggy meltdown. But yeah, that was one thing I made sure when we was stocking that RV up. I made sure we had our donuts, so I'm thinking, well, we'll only get these treats when we get back, to the RV in between our outings. So it's a treat for us, something to look forward to. Yeah, it has been a while since Luna has been around. But Luna's missed everybody. I definitely have. Yeah, I don't know about this whole Ziggy meltdown, Lady G. I don't think that would go over to... If I'm going to have a Ziggy meltdown, I got to do that on the other channel. Not on this one. I don't think I could pull it off. I guess I could do a parody and have a Ziggy meltdown. That'd be some funny shit. God. Yeah, I'm going to have a parody. I'm going to make a parody and do a Ziggy meltdown. Just because Lady G wanted it. Right now, I ain't got time to do no Ziggy meltdown. But guys, if you have not seen this, y'all know who Ziggy is. You got to go watch this shit. Oh God, she's a channel creator that's over in the true crime sector, and she made her name friggin' when Summer Wales come up missing, and me and Lady Garden was talking about that. That woman has made thousands of dollars off that little kid. Thousands of dollars. She has probably made more money off that than any of the other true crime people. She is a grifter and a half. Yep, White Boy Radio has the video. Yeah, you gotta go check this out. You will get a laugh out of this. And I'm not one to sit here and talk about other creators. I've never seen nothing like it. I'm just like, what the hell is this going on? You have to laugh. You have to laugh. That's all I can say. Isn't she a tarot reader as well? I don't know if she reads tarot cards or not. She may, yeah, maybe. Well, I guess she does. Lady G said she did. Yeah, man, when I first seen this, I was dying. I was laughing so hard. And like I said, none of y'all, I have never come on any of my channels and ever said anything about another YouTube channel creator. But that one there, when I seen that video, I'm like, this is just too much. She got hacked and lost her channel. Oh, gosh. Well, see, this is what I'm wondering, though. She supposedly lost her channel, but from my understanding, she still has access to it. So I'm not sure what that's about. And I'm thinking, well, if you lost your channel, you wouldn't have access to it, would you? I mean, I don't know. That's just my understanding of what happened. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, how was she doing the video? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. If she supposedly lost access to her channel, how was she doing the video? That I don't get. Because I've never been in a situation like that where I've lost a YouTube channel. So I don't have the answers for it. But yeah, that made me kind of wonder too. If you lost your channel, how are you doing this video? Answer that, please. Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, it is pretty crazy, Sassy. I'll agree with you. Maybe she has more than one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, if she has multiple channels or what. I've just always knew of her main one, so she may have a backup channel. That'd be about the only explanation I would have. I think they went in and deleted her videos. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's not good. So if somebody hacked into her channel and went and deleted all her videos, yeah, I'd had a damn meltdown too, probably. I mean, there's a few creators that do, yeah. I mean, heck, I'm sitting on 3, so I really can't say anything. From what I understood, oh, well, I mean, wow. Yeah, if somebody went into my channel, one of my channels, and deleted all of my content, would I have a meltdown? I don't think I'd have a meltdown, but I'd be one pissed off bitch for a while. That's the way I could sum that up. Because, yeah, I mean, man, if they deleted all her videos, they ain't no freaking telling how many videos she had sitting there that they deleted. That is wild. That's really wild. Yeah, don't ever give anyone your password. Oh, that ain't no doubt. I'll agree with you on that. That's one thing I would never do is give somebody my YouTube channel password. Heck no. Because it's situations like this where if they have access to your things, they can freaking mess you up big time. It's just not worth the gamble to me. Yeah, you'd have to really trust that individual, Sassy. If you wanted to give somebody your password, oh yeah, you definitely have to trust them. That is facts, because you give that information to the wrong person, and they could just totally screw you over big time. I've heard of this kind of stuff happening before, where somebody needed help and they gave somebody their password to help them, and they ended up friggin' messing up their channels. YouTube is it's like a big Shark Tank. This is kind of how I look at it. It's like a big Shark Tank. Everybody's just waiting for an opportunity to just screw you over. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. It's gonna happen to everybody. It's just, the question is, when's it my turn? Luckily, Luna really ain't got no enemies on YouTube. I don't bother anybody. But sometimes you don't even have that. They don't even have to be an enemy. A lot of people, it's about they're just waiting for the opportunity to do something to you. I wouldn't give it to my worst enemy. No. That's information of mine nobody will ever get. Yep, it is getting worse every day. I mean, every day you see it. Somebody trying to screw somebody. Trying to screw somebody over. It's just, people just wait for the opportunity. Which I don't think I have one, but just an example. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, I ain't got any enemies floating around. Because I never was one to go out and kick up dirt with people. I just stayed to myself. But shit, the way YouTube is, people don't even have to have a reason. It's just, it's almost like they're sitting back waiting, Like, well, let's just let her get real comfortable and then we'll just go in for the kill shot, It's just opportunity. Maybe they don't like something you do. Maybe they don't like somebody you're hanging out with. It could be a number of reasons why somebody would want to do something to you. That's why I call it, that's kind of been my summary of YouTube. It's just a big Shark Tank. It's kind of like who's going to draw blood on who first. You just kind of sit back and wait. But I hope Sassy has been good. I'm doing good. Bunkers, sometimes it's like I don't even really miss it. Being around, because I don't know. Maybe I'm just going through a phase. Like, I miss it, but I don't miss it. Well, Sassy, I'm glad you're staying busy. Yeah, you know what I be doing? I've been busy every day, except today. This is my off time right now. But in the morning, we're back at it. Oh, there's Cinnamon. Come on in, Cinnamon. How you doing? Good to see you. We're just in here chilling. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm going through right now. It's kind of like I miss it. I miss being around. I miss doing lives. I miss doing the stuff that I used to do. But then on the flip side, it's kind of like I don't miss it either. You know. I'm good. How's your weather tonight? Well, right here where I'm sitting, it's about 75 degrees with some breezes coming through. Good weather. I'm about ready to just do puzzles and read. Well, yeah, I'm kind of like, yeah, I think you get to that point, where you kind of get burnt out. I don't know. You're thinking, oh, I'll take a break. It'll be okay. But then your break turns into an extended break, where you're gone for a while. I don't know about reading. Man, I love to read. I am reading in my tent every night. I pack my book with me in my backpack. So me and them paperbacks, we're putting in, them paperbacks are getting some miles on them. I fall asleep with just one sentence. Shoot. If it's a good book and I get wrapped up in it, I'll sit there and read for 2 hours and not even think about it. And that reminds me, I got to switch out my book before I leave in the morning. I finished this one, so now I got to get another one to take with me. Hey, Janica, how are you doing? It's good to see you this evening. We're just chilling, hanging out, talking about whatever. Awesome is so good for your eye and brain muscles. I have always been an avid reader. Ever since I was old enough to read, I have always loved books. And especially if it's something that I'm interested in, I will sit there and just read for a long period of time. I might get through a page or two before I pass out. Oh, yeah, I think, shoot, when I learned how to read, I got a great love for books because I figured out a long time ago, when you read a book, you can go anywhere in the world you want to go. You can travel the world and get into all kinds of trouble. Yeah. I downloaded Audible to read Shadow Book, which I read a little and skipped it to something else. Oh, gosh. Yeah, because I've read, Anne Rice, Stephen King. They're good authors. I got on, let's see, this was about 10 years ago. I got on an Agatha Christie kick. I read one whole series that she wrote. And that little Belgian detective, Poirot, her character that she wrote the books about, I traveled the world with that man. We just went and saw murder mysteries and, did our thing. But yeah, books hold journeys, adventures. You can't go wrong with a good book. I mean, we're in Mercury retrograde. Oh, God, okay. Maybe that's why I'm feeling the way I am. I did not know it was Mercury retrograde. I think this one's kind of screwing with me. If I was being honest, yeah. I've had my moments, Sassy. Let's say that. I've had my moments. A lot of people getting hit by it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've definitely had my moments. I like a good adventure book or history. Yeah, I tell you what I love, and this might bore some people to death, though. I love a good biography. If it is somebody, an individual that I'm interested in, historical figure, whoever they are, I will sit down and read a good autobiography. But history, yeah, I love me some history too, though. I've always been a history buff. But yeah, I've read all kinds of biographies about people's lives and shoot, I don't even know how many history books over the years. I like a good mystery though, a good murder mystery. To me, there ain't nothing better than a good murder mystery. Or, like Anne Rice or Stephen King. Those are two excellent authors too. I've read a lot of their stuff. And I especially enjoyed Anne Rice's books. She was a dang good author. But I haven't read none of her stuff in a while. God, we're going to go off on a dang side trail about books now, but I'm down with it. Have y'all been watching the case about the 4 Idaho kids? Yeah, that guy got what? 4 life sentences without parole? I did see a little sketch of that earlier today. And I'm like, well, did he think he was going to just walk away? I don't think so. Barnes and Noble, yeah, that's one of my favorite stores. I'm right there with you, Janica. I can go there and just browse for hours. You have a pack with you. Do I have a pack with me? What? The boys, they're somewhere. I still don't know where these other 3 are at. I think they're in this store over here looking around. I'm sitting outside this coffee shop. But the boys are with them out walking around. Oh, the dogs are living a good life. They're living it up too. 4 life sentences without parole. Well, he don't need to be out in the damn public. This guy is a danger to society. He's right where he needs to be. Yeah, he will die there. That guy, he just always creeped me out. He just, something about him just doesn't set right with me. Yeah, my boys go everywhere I go. But we're at Harts Pass, and so my friend's husband, he takes them out. They go out walking around. There's trails around where the RV is, so they'll go hit a trail and get out and have them a little mini adventure, and dogs get their exercise and they're happy. He has evil black eyes. Yes, he does. He just looks like an evil individual. I will just say it. He looks like somebody that could do a crime like that. If you're getting 4 life sentences, why offer parole? Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's either going to be life with parole or life without. But he will die in prison. I don't know why they didn't just go after the death penalty. I mean, Now he's going to be sitting in prison. Taxpayers will have to pay to take care of him now. I don't know why they just didn't go for the death penalty. That was always, my question on that one. Or, if I was the prosecution, that is what I would have done. I would have went after the damn death penalty, and I think with 4 young people deceased, I could get that. His Tinder dates said that he tried to tickle her and stuff and told her she had good birthing hips. What a creep. He's a tickler. Yeah. He got 4 life sentences, so he will beat them out of 3. Oh, God. It is a messed up deal. Did he admit that he did it or no? Well, I don't know if he openly admitted his guilt or if he took a plea bargain. Oh, did he? Okay, well, yeah, I guess he did admit his guilt. He had to have taken a plea bargain to have gotten out of the death penalty. Then they did go for death, but he bitched out when they gave him a plea for life sentences without parole. Oh, Lord. Why spare the oxygen they take up? Well, yeah, that's my opinion, too. He killed, let's just call it for what it is. He killed 4 innocent young people. Their lives was just starting. They was young. They had their whole lives ahead of them, and he took that away from them. Why should he get to stick around when they're not here? Did he say why? Oh, he didn't say why he didn't. No. Heard that plea bargain way the death penalty was like 180 life sentences or something. Oh, God. That's how I look at it. These 4 young people did not get the chance to finish growing up. They never got married. They never had families of their own. They was cheated out of so much. But yet he gets to live. That part I just don't agree with. Well, didn't they say he liked one of those girls, but she rejected him or something like that? Well, that's what I heard. That one of those girls rejected him to go on a date or something. I can't remember the actual story. Yeah, that's not justice for him, at all. I would, and I am a firm believer in the death penalty. I think there's a time and a place for everything. This is definitely one of those situations that would warrant for it. There wouldn't have been no plea bargaining with me. I'd have went straight for that death penalty. No plea bargain, no nothing. I wouldn't have gave him I wouldn't have threw him a damn safety ring. No fucking way. Not on this one. I think they said he sent out one a message, but she didn't respond. Oh, wow. All those guys on death row must get off on stories they swap as they do. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they all got a story. Yeah, I would have been that prosecutor. That would have been known, for not doing plea deals with people. I would have had that kind of reputation. Nope, you ain't getting no damn plea deal if I'm freaking the prosecution in your trial. My aunt was taken out by Ted Bundy when the death penalty finally stuck. It was a big party full of gratitude. Wow. But they also blamed that chick Bethany that she was behind all of this. Yeah, I don't know. But it was Florida, so you knew there was going to be an execution, yeah. I mean, I think that's the kind of lawyer I would have been. I would have been that, prosecuting attorney. That's how I would have made my reputation, probably. Now, granted, some crimes are not as severe as others. You gotta look at each one different. But in something like this, there wouldn't have been no damn plea dealing. I'd have been like, get the hell out of here. You even talking to me right now? There'd be a time and a place to offer a plea bargain. A murder case is not one of those instances, You ain't getting no plea bargaining, we ain't doing that shit. Go sit down and shut up. Then I would have probably got freaking in trouble with the judge, Sassy, because I'd have got in court and got too mouthy. No, I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been a mouthy lawyer. I would have just stuck to my guns and said, well, this is what I'm offering you. You better take it or leave it because that's all you get from me. He kind of reminds me of Ted Bundy. This man is just evil. He's just an evil individual. That's about all I can say about it. He's just evil. An evil, evil person. Anyone that would do a crime like that, they just evil. Because we, as normal thinking individuals, I mean, there's been times, we've probably been so pissed off at somebody in our minds, we'd be like, well, we would kill them if we had a chance to. We would never go through with it, though. We might think, well, I'm just going to kill them, But we wouldn't act on our impulse. But there are people out in this world that have no compassion for human life. They look at people as disposable. And I think that's how this guy freaking kind of looked at it. I'd be terrible. I would have a torture room for folks like that. Yeah. Well, I think people that commit crimes like this guy did, or crimes against children, I think or even an animal, because I'm a big animal lover too. I think there's a special place in hell for those people. And I'll always think that. I want to know what book and page they took as evidence. It's in the eyes. I mean, you can look at this man in the face and just know he ain't right. That's just evil incarnate right there. That's the only way I can describe it. Because I remember when all this happened and they arrested this guy. They was like, well, he didn't do it alone. There's no way he could have killed 4 people by himself. Well, I mean, he could have possibly done it by himself. But that was the argument. That he didn't do it alone. Yeah, those eyes he gives me the creeps. Yeah, there's something just not even right about that guy. He's definitely got issues. I will say that. All those guys have dark, glaring eyes. Yeah. But you know, can we honestly sit here as a group and say that justice was served on this deal? 4 life sentences. He will die in prison. No way out for him. Was justice served or not? That's what we got to ask ourselves at the end. I don't I don't think so. That's my own opinion, because he's still living. He's still breathing. So I don't think justice was served on that deal. Yeah, he may die in prison, but yet he gets to live where these young people didn't. That's what gets me in this whole deal. I think about these young people. I think about their families, and it's when you're dealing with a family, and I've had to do it with my job. When you deal with a family, when they lose a child that has been murdered, that is a rough road to travel with a family, because they will always have questions. They'll always wonder why. They'll never have full closure to what happened to their child. It is a very painful thing to sit and watch a family go through. One of the worst things, other than them having a child that may have taken their own life, that ranks right there pretty close together. I think they might have him on watch. Well, I just had to freaking turn the blind eye and be like, you want to do yourself in? Then, hey, go right ahead. We don't give a damn. Do what you gonna do. Yeah, I've had to, you know, go down that road with some families over the years when I was working. I have seen this stuff tear families apart. I mean, it is a very traumatic thing for a parent to go through when they've lost a child to, where their child's been murdered. Very traumatic. Yeah, I mean, why bother? I'm right there with you, Janica. Why bother? I'd be like, we don't see shit, we don't know nothing. You know? We don't know what the hell happened to him. He was alive last time we looked at him. We don't know what happened in between there. Yeah, it's been a long time since I worked with a family that's had to deal with losing one of their children to, because they were murdered. It's been a long time, but you don't forget those families, because it's so traumatizing to them. Like I said, you lose a child because they're murdered, or they take their own life for whatever reason, they rank right there pretty damn close together, because one is just as bad as the other. And it's just, it's those families I took care of, and I've been doing this for freaking 30 years. You don't forget those families because you're right there walking that freaking road with them. So you feel their pain, especially if you have children of your own. It's hard, Janica. I mean, and it's hard to sit back and see parents deal with that because these parents don't ever get over it. Because the one question they'll never have answered to their satisfaction is why. Why did you choose to take my child's life? They'll never get the answer they want. So therefore, they'll never have closure to it. And that's something they got to live with for the rest of their life. One of the saddest deals you'll freaking ever go through with a family. And the same as if their child took their own life for whatever reason. They'll always have those unanswered questions. They'll never get closure to it. And they have to sleep with those thoughts. Yeah, exactly. Because it never goes away for them. It's always there. A constant thing that will never go away. So yeah, I mean, these parents of these 4 young people that were murdered, I know exactly what they're freaking dealing with because I've seen it on more than one occasion, and it is a ugly, ugly thing that you don't want to wish on anybody. They could be your worst enemy and you'd never want to wish that on them. I think all we can do, there's only one thing we can do for these families that are left behind of these 4 young people. Only thing we can do is pray for them, or light a candle for them, or, send them positive energy or whatever your, spiritual walk is. That is all we can do to help these people. There's nothing we can do to fix it, and that's the problem. I've had a lot of experience with it, Janica, and it's not a fun thing. And it's nothing I'd want to see anybody go through. Because it is something that just haunts them for the rest of their life. I could run into a family that I took care of their child 20 years ago, and when I see them, that's going to be the first thing they're going to think of. The first thing they're going to talk about. It never goes away. And that's, and that is so hard. A part of your heart breaks. Oh yeah, that's something you don't ever get over. I mean, we as an adults, we understand like we're going to lose our parents or, our aunts, our uncles, the older people. We're smart enough to know this is going to happen. But when it comes back home and it's one of your own children, you ain't never prepared for that. Nothing you could do could ever prepare you for that. That's why a lot of parents, if they do it, they end up in seeing therapists for a very, very long time. The emotional aspect, oh yeah, I mean, it drains them. Just mentally, emotionally, some cases physically, because they ain't sleeping, they're not eating. I mean, they're a mess. Yeah, I mean, I've knew parents that's had to deal with this, and they was in therapy for freaking years, trying to come to terms with it. And even with therapy, I mean, it only helped them so much. Because as soon as they got back home, well, guess what? They're walking back into it again. It just never goes away. So, yeah, my heart definitely goes out to those families of those young people. Yeah, I don't know if what the parents are thinking. Do they feel like justice was served for their child? Well, I don't know, because I don't know what they're thinking. They're probably, I not in their minds. I don't know if they feel that it was a fair thing or not. I've seen it with women who've lost their children unexpectedly. Oh, yeah. These parents may be okay with it and say, okay, well, we feel justice was served, but then, they may be on the flip side and say, well, no, it wasn't either. Yeah, I mean, we don't know what these parents are thinking. My brother died over a year ago, and mommy still ain't normal, and she was 59. Yeah, I mean, that's still, at the end of the day, that's her child. That's what I always tell my kids. It doesn't matter how old you get. You're still my kid at the end of the day. You may be grown, have families of your own, married, but you're still my kid at the end of the day. I'm still your mom. Oh, yeah, it'd be... A lot of people don't stay normal. Oh, yeah, I mean... I think being who I am, I think death affects everybody differently. Everybody deals with it differently. Some people will work through their grief and then they're okay. But then there's some people that it takes a long time. And there's no right or wrong way to grieve. Everybody grieves different. They lose a piece of themselves. Yeah. I think if something was to happen to one of my kids, and I have 3, I don't think I could deal with that. I just don't think I could. I think that'd be the end of me right there. That is something I could not deal with. I'd be like, well, we're going to bury them today and you're going to bury me next week, because I don't think I could deal with it. I'm just naturally not normal. I might go crazy. Oh, man. No, I think that'd be the end of me. If I was to lose one of my kids, that would be probably what would put me in the ground. And I'm just being straight up honest, because that's how I feel about it. I don't think I could deal with it. And that sounds odd. Me being who I am and what I do for a living and have done forever. But I just don't think I could deal with that. I think it would be probably the most devastating thing to ever happen to me. Was to lose one of my own kids. I don't know. I don't ever want to find out. I had to move in with her. Her mental health is more important. Oh, yeah, well, you do what you got to do. I mean, that's understandable. How's the hike going? You going to do a live with your hike? Well, I can't go live on the trail. I can go live when I have my little stops like I'm on right now, because it's the only time I have internet access. So I'll be doing more lives along. I know we're going to stop. We leave here in the morning, and then we'll get to Rainy Pass. That's about a day and a half away from here. So if y'all want to hang out again, I can do another live and just keep y'all, we'll just come and chill out. I'll have internet there. Or I'll have reception. I'll be able to do a live if y'all want to do one then, or if you want to wait and do one when I get down to Stehekin, I can do one from there. Or heck, every time I stop, I may just jump on and do one with y'all, because I miss hanging out with everybody. We are on our way to donuts. Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, there is nothing wrong with a good donut. I'm right there with you. It's been a good minute. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Whatever you feel like. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because when we leave here in the morning, we got a day and a half, and then we'll stop at Rainy Pass. We'll be there overnight. So I could jump on and do another one. Heck, I could do one every time I freaking stop for one of these overnight things. But once we get past Stehekin, we're going to get into Leavenworth, and we got 2 days off there. My daughter and son-in-law gifted me and my grandson 2 nights at a hotel there. My friend Anna and her husband have the RV. They've got an RV spot reserved, so they'll be there with us. So yeah, we get 2 days off the trail. It's kind of like I'm looking forward to that. Because from Stehekin to Leavenworth is a 9-day stretch. We'll be on that trail 9 days before we come off of there. And I'll be ready to freaking just crash and burn at that point. Well, I was just a toddler when my aunt was taken. Oh. Yeah, your family been through some stuff, Cinnamon. I'll have to give you that. Your family's had to deal with some things, and no family should have to deal with that. I can't even imagine. Yeah, Janica, I was surprised. Because when we started plotting this, I was talking this to my youngest daughter. I was talking to her, and she's like, they'd heard me talk about that town before, and they're like, "Where's this at?" And I told her, and she freaking snuck around and did that for us, and then told me what she done. And I'm like, "Oh crap, I know they got an RV park. Can we get in there?" Sure enough, they got them a spot for a couple of days, so we're all set. Do as many streams as you feel like. Well, shoot, Cinnamon, you're new to the group. I used to do lives all the time. All of the time. But I took a break. I'm still kind of on a little hiatus here, but people gonna start seeing me more now. Because I like these kind of, well, all my streams are kind of like this. We just kick back, talk about whatever, and we never know where the conversations are going to go, but we enjoy the company. Man, y'all start talking about donuts, man. Hey, I had my raspberry zingers today when I got to the RV. So, I was good. It was fun hanging out at the den. Well, we're going to be back over at the den, Lady G. We'll get back over there. But since I'm doing this hike, my lives will probably be on this channel. That's wonderful. Hot shower, sleep on a mattress. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to go and get me some good food, freaking get me a hot shower, sleep in an actual bed. I mean, it's going to be nice to just kind of pamper myself for a couple of days. And then once we leave Leavenworth, it's kind of smooth sailing from then on. Like 3 or 4 days on the trail, then we're off again. And then we go back for 2 or 3, and then we're off again. You know, it's just kind of like that the rest of the way. But this leg right here is kind of tough. Get a donut, Luna. Well, heck, I could have got a pastry here at this coffee place. They had some pastries in there. Would I feel guilty for eating it? Heck no, I would not. This one is actually 504.5 miles. If we're going to get technical, that's exactly how long it is. But we're making good progress, though. We're just plugging on, you know, doing our thing out there every day. We're not in a rush. We're just taking our time with it. But we're having fun. And that's what it's about. I think I'm having definitely more fun on this one than I did last year. But I wanted to do that one by myself. Maybe that was my mistake. But there's 3 of us here doing this one, and yeah, we're definitely having a good time. Have y'all tried the Dubai chocolate bar? It's so freaking good. Oh, no, I have not. Sassy gonna talk about chocolate now, and then I'm gonna go back to the RV when we leave here, and I'm gonna eat all my dang Reese cups. See what she's trying to do? She's trying to set me up, guys. I wasn't even thinking about them Reese cups. What's your grandson think? Oh, he is having a heck of a time. He's just amazed that there are trails that you can go and walk as long as this one is. He's like, who would have ever thought? He's loving the scenery. He's loving just being out camping and being out with nature, you know. He's kind of like me on that. He likes being outdoors. Don't blame me. Yeah, I had to blame somebody. You was the only one in here that was talking about chocolate. Then she gonna make me go freaking tear into my Reese cup stash now. Well, they sell them at the store for $20. Y'all are gonna eat junk food and dream of serial killers. Yeah, maybe. It's all Sassy's fault. Wait a minute, what are we blaming Sassy for? Well, she's the one that come. She was talking about chocolate in the chat, and I hadn't thought about eating no chocolate. And I'm thinking my mind's going to go there, and I'm going to go back to the RV and consume all of my Reese cup stash. You know, that's what's going to happen there, because I'll be starting wanting chocolate. Lady G brought the donuts. Yeah, well, I had one powdered donut, and I had my raspberry zingers. Is Luna feeling any guilt whatsoever? No, I'm not. Because I know I'm going to walk it off, so I'm not feeling any guilt about anything I'm eating. But God, it seems like that's all we be doing out there when we're freaking on the trails. Just eating all the time. We're constantly eating. But this trail, it's just a whole nother beast in itself. I mean, it is nothing like Oregon was. This is a lot harder than Oregon. I had a glazed donut. Yeah, I had one powdered donut. Reese's are addictive. You can't eat just one. That's true, Janica, and that is my favorite all-time candy. Is Reese cups. Man, I can eat. You know the little miniature ones. I can eat like 10 of them and just want more. But that's what I've got. Is like the little miniature Reese cups, and I only got one bag. I don't want to go wipe out my whole freaking stash. I regret not having chocolate in the cupboard right now. Yeah. Besides that Dubai bar. Now she's got me intrigued with this Dubai chocolate bar. I may have to go check this out one day. For 20 bucks, that thing better be a freaking good candy bar. Mine is a Zagnut bar. God, I ain't had one of them in a long time. Yeah, it hands down, by far, my favorite candy. Reese cups, always has been, ever since I was just a kid. I just got the cooties and not feeling good. Oh God, Skunk Ape's got the cooties. Is a pistachio chocolate bar. Oh, I like pistachios and I like chocolate. This might be a good combination, y'all. But $20 for a candy bar. I'd have to think about it. Yeah, we are going to be praying for you, Skunk Ape. Get to feeling better. Hopefully by the time I'm back around again, you'll be feeling a little bit better. When are y'all going to see me again? Let's say when I get to the next stop. I'll come on and do another live again. I'll have them posted on the channel in a time so everybody will know. And then we'll just congregate again about a day and a half. I went to see Dad at the nursing home on Tuesday, and he calls and says he's been diagnosed with COVID, so I wouldn't be surprised to find out I have it. Oh, Lord, I hope not. I really hope not. Dark chocolate is actually good for you. Yes, it is. I can agree with that. I hope you ain't got it, Skunk Ape. Only time will tell on that one. But let's hope and pray you don't. Have you seen those teeny tiny ones for like putting in cookies. Oh yeah, I've seen them before. I think I have tried every Reese cup on the friggin' market. Of course, the regular ones. And then they brought out the ones that had the potato chips in them. Now, that was different. Because you got your sweet and your salty at the same time. It was different. And then they had the one that had the little chocolate pieces in it. And then I tried one that had caramel in it. I've tried them all. I still go back to the original though. She bought it because it went viral on the TikTok. Okay, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. But hey, at least it was not a waste of money if it was good. All this time and now to know it's oh yeah, I know, Skunk Ape. Well, let's just hope you don't. Watch out for Bigfoot. My God, Janica, they're wanting to watch a freaking Bigfoot movie tonight. I'm like, man, here we are. We're watching freaking Bigfoot movies in the freaking RV, and we're getting ready to go out in the damn unknown territory of these woods, and I don't know what's out there. The crazy stuff we do. There could be Bigfoots out there though, Janica. We don't know what's out there. I want to try the peanut butter and jelly ones. Oh. Yeah, I've not tried that one yet, though, Skunk Ape. Yeah, Reese cups are addictive. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Janica, we got in. Today we're sitting around. We all got showers. And got us some food in us. And they're like, oh, well, let's watch this movie tonight. And I'm thinking, you're kidding, right? And they're like, no, let's watch it, but it's got to be dark first. And I'm like, oh, we're going to sit up till 10 o'clock just to watch a Bigfoot movie. Okay, well, y'all have fun with that, because I ain't sitting up till 10 o'clock. So we'll probably watch that when we get back. Ernie gave Bigfoot cocaine, so watch out. Oh, my Lord. Now, you never know what that man's doing, though. You know, he just does all kinds of stuff. So you never know from one day to the next what he be doing. If you smell something nasty, it might be Bigfoot. Yeah. That's true. Sprinkle some lemon juice and you'll be oh, God. So yeah, that's what I got waiting for me here in a little while when we get back to the RV. They gonna call me into watching friggin' some Bigfoot movie with them, and I'm like, y'all ain't thinking right. We are in prime Bigfoot country, and you are wanting to sit and watch movies about this thing, not thinking tomorrow night we're going to be out in the woods. But I'll sit and watch it with them. Oh, Ernie Shell becomes governor. I'm leaving Kentucky. Well, if you throw a rock, Bigfoot will throw one back. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Well, they say, now this is what they say, I don't know if this is true or not, that Bigfoot likes Native Americans. You know, that's what I've heard. Just shared the link to your Funny Bigfoot channel on your Discord. All right, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest you watch Bigfoot while being in the woods. Yeah, that'd be like us watching a freaking, serial killer movies or something. about somebody going in the woods and killing people doesn't make sense right now. But I'll humor them. You know, I will sit there and watch it, and I will not be the one that'll be freaked out. And I don't think Anna will be either. I think my grandson will be looking around, though. Because I'll bring it up just to torture him. Be like, hey, what'd you think about that movie last night? That will make you seem like you in the movie night. Yeah, no doubt. We are starring in this. All I need is the freaking Bigfoot to jump out from behind the tree. It'll all be good. Yeah, that's like going on it, getting ready to go on a camping trip and watching a scary movie about some psycho going and killing a bunch of campers, It don't make sense. You could have, I could, Janica. I definitely could. I'd be like, oh, did you hear that? I could trip that kid out so easily. Wouldn't be hard. We might have to mess with him tomorrow night. We might have to. I'll get Anna on board with me. She'll play along with it. We'll be sitting there. Be like, you hear that? What was that? Well, then you saved Luna since you said Bigfoot like Native Americans. Well, that's what I was always told, Sassy. Now, whether that is fact or fiction, cannot answer that question. I mean, that is just what I was told. Yeah, if that's the case, we're all good. That's funny. Gotta I will, Janica, because I'll corner her tonight. I'll catch her outside the RV or something, and I'll be like, hey, this is what we're going to do to him tomorrow night. So just play along with it. She'll go along with it just for the fun of it. Yeah, we'll have that kid freaking out tomorrow night. Then when I come back and do it live again, I'll have to tell you this, how the whole thing went. Go outside and wait for him and you'll find out. Yeah. God, Janica, am I mean? Because this could traumatize my grandson. I don't know. He's 18. He's an adult. He'll deal with it. Would be funny, though. Because I have been in the woods of Washington before. He's never been. I've done some hiking down around Squanomie Pass, and we'll go through there as part of this hike. He's never been in Washington, in the woods at all. So, but he's also not, well, I don't know, we might be able to get him on this one, though. I think it'd be fun to try out. Nope, I'd mess with it. Yeah. Oh, I traumatized my kids when they was growing up. I'm surprised they didn't grow up with some kind of issues. Because I did. I messed with them hard growing up. I mean, let's look at the big picture here. Their mom was a funeral director. Their mom owned her own funeral home. Yeah, I messed with my kids in all kinds of ways. I had that twisted mind. I could do it. But I also messed with my brothers too, especially my little brother. I freaked him out one time. I'll tell y'all that story. Be a great memory the day he might see in Bigfoot. Yep, it would definitely something we could laugh about. Isn't traumatizing the younger generation in our job description. That's why Gen Z is just pansies. We didn't traumatize them enough. Yeah, that's right. Oh, my 3 kids ain't scared of nothing after growing up with me. I mean, they learned quick not to be afraid of anything. Because mom was always pranking them, trying to scare them. Yeah, I mean, I think that's why they turned out the way they did. They could go, they're like me, they'll go out in the woods, freaking go off the grid. They'd go out there and stay 2 or 3 days and not even think nothing about it. Because they ain't really afraid of nothing. Did I want them that way? Well, kinda, yeah. So I'm like, well, they got to grow up not being afraid, of every little thing. So, yeah, but to mess with my grandson, though, I don't know. It definitely would be funny, though. Because Anna's just cool enough that she would play along with it. It's me, my grandson, and my hiking buddy Anna. You've heard me talk about the young couple. This is the girl. The husband, he's holding down the fort at the RV and taking care of the dogs. So yeah, it's me and my grandson and her. As grandparents, we have the right to tell kids these spooky stories. That's right, Janica. We'll play that grandparent card, I got that going for me. I don't think he'll get scared, though. I don't really think he will. It might be fun messing with him, though. We'll see how it goes, and when I do my next live, I'll have to tell y'all all about it and what happened. And that'll be in about a day and a half, and we get to Rainy Pass. I'll have my daughter let y'all know when and what time, so y'all will know to be here when I go live. She's good about it. She'll pass on the messages for me. So I will definitely let y'all know when we're going to do the next live. Like I said, it'll be about a day and a half from now. I could scare the crap out of my grandkids, and they are adults. Yeah, I can still scare my kids, and they're freaking in their 30s, and one just turned 28. So I can still scare them if I want to. They're on to mom, though. They know to expect the unexpected. I would be having every light in my tent. Oh, yeah, but there's only one light he's got. That's his headlamp. And that thing, it puts out quite a bit of light. I mean, it's got a pretty strong beam, but I don't think he's going to sit there with it on all night long. But I think for tonight, guys, I am going to wrap it up so we can get out of here and get back to the RV. And I don't know what we'll do there. I'm just going to kick back and relax, enjoy the rest of the evening, and get some sleep because we got to be up and out of there by, well, we'll be up at 6. We'll probably be back on the trail. Well, we ain't got to pack up nothing. We just grab our backpacks and go. So we'll probably be back on the trail by 6:30, 6:45 in the morning. But make sure you check, on this page, and y'all will know when we're going to do our next live. I'll have her post it so y'all will know. But it has been definitely great hanging out with y'all, visiting with y'all. I love you too, Bonkers. Y'all, I want you to have a good and blessed night. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out, having some laughs. That's what it's about. And it's been a while. So I was looking forward to getting on here and hanging out with everybody. But I'll see you all in about a day and a half. We'll get together and do it again. And I will be careful out there. Just watch for your updates on this channel. My daughter will be posting them up for y'all. And I will see you the next time we do a live. Until then, y'all take care. Much love to y'all. Stay blessed, everybody. And I will see you all later. Good night.